Rebel salute. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, friends, enemies, and comrades, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. This is Kenya Revolutionary, and I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I hope your soul is well with your Creator, the Holy of Holies. Okay, today the topic is ODM terrorizes Nyanza. Ruto, Raila, and Koome, the CJ, are starting up the pot of anarchy. It is as if they are programming us to expect anarchy, okay? Koome came out today speaking about Ruto's pronouncements last week when Ruto said that he will not respect the court decisions because he feels like the court is corrupt, okay? So let's delve in and see what am I talking about. Because as I said, and I have been debating my friends from the Azimio side. I've been telling them that, hey, listen, Azimio is a terrorist organization. And they were looking at me like, huh? What are you talking about? And I told them, go look at the definition of terrorism. Because you guys, when I say terrorism, the first thing you think is Al-Shabaab or Osama bin Laden, some Arab guy with a turban in their head and with an AK bombing buildings and all that. Yeah, that's one form of terrorism. But there's also another form of terrorism. But they both fit the description. Terrorism is using violence and intimidation. One who uses violence and intimidation to achieve, against civilians, okay, to achieve a political aim or gain, okay? So that was what I was talking about. Due to that, and you can Google it. I'm not just talking out of my, behind. Just Google it and you'll see what I'm talking about. And it did not stop there. And I highlighted time after time, even when the lawyers were in Mandamano last week, I told them this is the difference between, this is how the demonstration should take place. And most of them say that this is a government funded, whatever, lawyers don't mean anything. That's not a real Mandamano. A real Mandamano is when there's tear gas and there's chaos and the town comes into a standstill. So you can see how they're programmed to think of what it means to have a Mandamano. Okay, they think Mandamano has to be violent. People have to close down their shops. Police has to be running around chasing people in order for it to qualify as a real demonstration. And I'm telling them, no. Actually, the Constitution says that you have the right to protest, picket, as long as it's peaceably, okay? Peaceably, all right? Now, we can argue and argue and argue. But my point is, and I'm not picking up Azimio, I'm just telling them, because my aim is to get them to understand that there is no big difference between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. These guys are the same, all of them. The UDA, ODM, all of them. They're the same and they're working towards the same goal and they have the same colonial master, which we need to free ourselves from. That is the point that I was making, okay? And when I say, just to piggyback on my point of Azimio being terrorists, I give the example. Remember Orengo, when Orengo came out in public and said, anyone who purports to be a UDM member in Nyanza province should be beaten up. He said that in Luo, okay? And he said that he will pay anyone as long as you show receipts, which basically means if you show them video or whatever, prove that you beaten a UDA member or Kenya Kwanza follower in Nyanza province, he will represent you in court and pay you. I made a video of that, okay? I don't have to go. Now, this past weekend, one of the speakers, I don't know who it was, you guys who are familiar with the face, please tell me who this is, the video I'm about to play, but made some shocking pronouncements and actually showing that Raila actually encourages this violence against anyone who is not an ODM member in Nyanza province. I'll play you the clip. I will not hold you. Let me play you the clip so you know what I'm talking about. Because maybe you might say, I'm making up stuff. I'm not making up stuff. I have nothing against Azimio or ODM. But their action is troubling, to say the least. Let me play you the video so you know who I'm talking about. This happened this past weekend. So here it is, all right? Are you ready? All right, let's rock.
Ulituambia ya kwamba
hold on,
tupige hii watu wa oda.
Hold on.
Peperusha kidogo, peperusha. Baba, mi sina maneno. Tulipokuwa na wewe huko Awendo, ulituambia ya kwamba tupige hii watu wa oda. Na ukisikia jana walipigwa, wewe ndio ulisema Awendo. Peperusha kidogo, peperusha. Baba, mi sina maneno. Tulipokuwa na wewe huko Awendo, ulituambia ya kwamba tupige hii watu wa oda. Na ukisikia jana walipigwa, wewe ndio ulisema Awendo.
Okay. Enough of that. I think the point is made. Now you see there what I'm talking about. I've been telling you that these guys, ODM are terrorizing Nyanza province, people of Nyanza province, okay? You cannot have divergent view, different view from them. If you're not ODM, they are willing to commit violence against you, okay? And even kill you just for it to stay an ODM zone. Is that right? Is that democracy? This is not the first time. And this is not the only person who publicly came and said this. And he's actually implicated, not even implicated, he's explicitly saying that Raila Odinga Baba told them that they should beat up any UDA supporters in Nyanza province, in whatever the case they were there, which is Nyanza province, okay? And you remember I made a video about what's his face, Orengo, saying something similar to that. In fact, he was praising, happy about the UDA or Kenya Kwanza guy who was being chased by bullets, gun bullets, and all that stuff. Okay, so they're advocating for violence against anyone who is not an ODM member in Nyanza province. That's the kind of leadership. That's kind of leadership you have in ODM, which is part of the Azimio coalition. This is a terrorist organization. I keep on saying that. Okay? But to a larger point that I want to make today, okay? I want to make a larger point because these are just shenanigans. Okay? We all know Raila wants to maintain a grip on the people of Nyanza. He wants it. He cannot breathe without it. That is voting basket. That in order for him to enter into any coalition, that's the value he brings. He'll bring the people of Nyanza province, who majority of them will vote for him. Okay? Now, not all Nyanza provinces vote for Raila, and not all of them agree with what Raila Odinga is doing. Okay? There's quite a number, and it's growing because this is now becoming the younger generation, you know, are looking at him and saying, you know what, it might be time for him to go. Okay? Might be time for him to do what? To go. All right? Now, I was listening to this young gentleman who was in Panuel show. It's a South African show. And he said something very interesting in his interview. He said this, and let me find the actual quote, but let me just paraphrase. He was saying, the Western powers are perpetuating corruption in order to keep the youth, the people of this African nations poor in the state of beggary. Okay? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I have to take this call. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, I will continue in an hour with my live. I have to, I just have a call. I will go live again in about 30, 40 minutes, okay? So I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I have to stop this live. I have to do something, so I will be back. Sorry about that. Tune in. I'll be back.